So you just started lifting weights, or you've been lifting weights for a while, and you want to know how to gain muscle as fast as possible. What you have to be aware of is that fast as possible can take months. First of all, my name is Himanshu. I help people transform their lives through fitness. You're clearly interested in that, so scroll down below, hit the subscribe and the post notification bell, and you'll never miss any of my uploads again. Your body takes time to grow, and your instant gratification ways won't work here. Lifting weights is a delayed gratification activity, which means that you see the results later down the line. This makes it very satisfying for me because you can't compare the results of growing muscle to any other instant gratification activity. With that said, let's get into my best 5 tips of gaining muscle fast. The first thing that you should be doing to gain muscle fast is to utilize progressive overload. I have time and time again explained what progressive overload is on this channel, but if you don't know and if you're a complete beginner, this is what it is. It's when you progressively change the muscles to grow, ideally on a weekly basis. If you don't give the muscles enough stimulus to grow, it will never grow. The most common way to utilize progressive overload is to increase the amount of weight that you lift. But say that you think that you're not strong enough to increase the weight that you lift. You can still progressively overload by increasing the amount of reps that you do in each set. You can also progressively overload by adding another set on what you used to do. So if you used to do four sets of one exercise, you can then do 5 sets of that same exercise. You don't need to overcomplicate things. Just do a little bit better than what you used to do last week. You can also introduce progressive overload by increasing the time under tension. You do this by slowing down the eccentric part of the movement that you do. This creates more micro tears in the muscle fibers, which means that you're breaking the muscle down. So say for example you're doing a bicep curl, the eccentric part of the movement will be to lower down the weight, so you slow down on that eccentric part of the movement. You can also progressively overload by reducing the rest time that you take in between sets. So say that you take 1 minute of rest time in between sets, now reduce it down to 40 seconds or 30 seconds between each set as well. Any minimal change that you make consistently over time will lead to muscle gain over time because of the consistent progressive overload that you're implementing. The next tip to gaining muscle fast will be to eat at a caloric surplus. You need to be eating more calories than you burn if you want to gain muscle. You want to be limiting the amount of fat that you gain and maximize the amount of muscle that you gain. So what you want to do is eat at a slight caloric surplus. I'd say from 100 to 150 calories. You should be adding this on top of your maintenance calories. If you don't know how to find your maintenance calories, just go on Google and type in TDE calculator. Click on the first link that comes up. Put in your details like your height, weight, your gender, and your activity level, and it will calculate your maintenance calories for you. After adding the two up, you need to track these calories over a long period of time, I'd say months to see some results. So you might be wondering how to actually track these calories. It's pretty simple. You download an app called MyFitnessPal. It's on the App Store and on the Play Store. You weigh out the food that you eat through a food scale, and you log it in into your MyFitnessPal daily, and you do this over a long period of time to see some results. Assuming you go up in weight by a kg each week, you need to recalculate your maintenance calories like I said before, and you need to add in the extra surplus calories of 100 to 150 on top of that and recalculate it for yourself. If your weight doesn't go up by at least a kg a week, you need to be aiming at the upper end of the spectrum, which is 150 surplus calories. If your weight goes up by more than a kg a week, you need to lower your surplus calories a little bit more and go on the lower end of the spectrum, around 100 calories. The next tip I can give you guys to gain muscle fast is to get enough adequate protein into your diet. Protein is one crucial macronutrient that initiates protein synthesis. Protein gets broken down into amino acids and they build muscle. The most important amino acids are branched chain amino acids, and they are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. The leucine is the most important out of the three because it has the biggest effect on muscle protein synthesis. You need at least 3 to 4 grams of leucine per protein serving to activate their muscle protein synthesis. Around 180 to 200 grams of meat, for example, say chicken breast, can give you around 50 grams of protein, which gives you around 3 to 4 grams of leucine, which can introduce and maintain that muscle protein synthesis. So how much protein do you actually need? I'd say if you're on the leaner side, go around 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight each day. If you're on the bulkier side, go around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight each day. As your body fat percentage increases, you can go on the lower end of the spectrum, as I said before, so 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. The next tip I can give you guys to gain muscle fast is to get enough rest. for your muscles to recover and rebuild after you broke them down in the gym. Rest means allowing at least 2 to 3 days before you train the same muscle. It also means that you get around 9 hours of sleep each night as well. It doesn't matter if you have optimal training and diet if you don't get enough sleep. The muscle building process actually happens when you sleep, so make sure you get at least 9 hours of sleep each night. This also means that you shouldn't be doing stupid things like overdoing cardio. Cardio shouldn't even be in the picture if you're bulking. Cardio only should be in the picture when you're satisfied with your bulk and it's time for you to cut. The last tip I can give for you guys is to take the right supplements. Don't listen to all the big supplement brands and companies that says that you need this and that to build muscle. The amount of overweight and out of shape people I see in supplement stores are ridiculous. Like bro, like you shouldn't even be in a supplement store when you're doing the fundamentals wrong. Get the fundamentals right and you don't even need most of these supplements. Some people think that supplements are like a magic pill. Once you take it, you gain like 10 to 20 pounds of muscle. Unfortunately, that's not how science works, and that's not how building muscle works, unfortunately. Anyway, the only two supplements that you need to build muscle are creatine monohydrate and whey protein. Now, why is it good to have creatine monohydrate? It's good to have it for multiple reasons. The first one being that it improves strength. Keep in mind that this white powder is not going to turn you into Hulk overnight, but it improves strength in a significant amount that you will notice in the gym, which is crucial for progressive overload. And the last two being that it helps recover the muscles quickly during exercise and in between sets, which is what we need and what is crucial for progressive overload as well. And the last one being that it gives you short bursts of energy throughout your workout, which is crucial for having a good workout as well. Now, why is it beneficial to have whey protein as a supplement? It is beneficial for many reasons. The main one being that it's a convenient protein source. You should only be taking whey protein if you're hitting short of your macronutrient goal for protein. You should never substitute real food with whey protein. Trust me when I say this, your liver will not thank you for it. Another reason whey protein is beneficial is that it has high protein and low calorie amounts. If you're about to take the same amount of protein from an animal source, it would actually cost you a lot more calories, actually double the amount of calories. Another reason whey protein is beneficial is that it's satiating. If you don't have enough time to whip up a meal, you can always supplement that with some whey protein. Again, don't be prepared to do this all the time. This is only on the off chance that you don't have time to prepare a meal. So what kind of whey protein should you take? There's 3 types of whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, and whey protein hydroisolate. The best one out of the 3 is whey protein isolate. It offers 90% of protein per serving compared to other whey protein types. For maximum muscle growth, what we need is the highest amount of protein that we can take. So we'll take a whey protein isolate. That's all the tips I have for you guys on building muscle as fast as possible. If you follow these tips to a T, I guarantee you that you will be building muscle fairly quickly, especially if you're a beginner. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you guys want one-to-one coaching and want me to help you transform your body from a zero to a hero, make sure to hit me up on my email in the description down below. Other than that, make sure to like and comment for the YouTube algorithm. As always, stay proud but never satisfied.